Hey guys, what's going on? Gavin here, and welcome to episode 13 of my Sunderland Manager Mode playthrough. And in this video we're going to have 3 games. We're going to have a home game against Aston Villa. We're going to have a game against West Ham, and we're also finishing off the game with our North East derby against Newcastle. So jumping into our first game against Aston Villa. As you can probably tell, I don't have a cold anymore. My voice is all back. Well, apart from like a little tickly cough, but apart from that my voice is completely back, so everything should be back to normal. But anyway, jumping into the game, in the 9th minute, Aston Villa have the first opportunity. Benteke turning around my defenders, and then Vierman shooting just wide, which is really unlucky. It would have been a good assist from Benteke. In the 21st minute, though, Aston Villa do take the lead through Vierman. Great finish to just slot away under the keeper. Defenders in absolutely no man's land. Should have done a lot better with their efforts right there, but as you see, just completely and utterly unmarked, and then just a simple finish straight under the keeper to give Aston Villa the lead at 1-0. That is how the half would end though. Aston Villa leading at the break. Really disappointing. Hopefully we can actually pull it back and make 3 substitutions to try and give a bit of motivation to the squad. But in the 70th minute, Aston Villa have another opportunity, which is just past the post. 70th minute, we finally get an opportunity. Fletcher whips it in to, I think that was Wickham, but they defended that really well. Couldn't do anything about that, but from the resulting corner, cross it in, and they easily header it away. Then Sula into Buckley. Buckley has an effort, but nothing troubling the keeper. And that's how the game would end. Very disappointing that we've lost our first game to Aston Villa at 1-0. There were the shots. 1-2, 1-0. Very boring match. Nothing much happened. And here is our players that will be leaving on international duty. And jumping into our next game against West Ham United. Hopefully I was going into this game with a little bit more motivation, encouragement from the squad to try and get back from that 1-0 defeat at Aston Villa. So in the 8th minute we have an opportunity with Fletcher, but the keeper does very well to tip that round to the post. Then from the resulting corner, Larson whips it in into Fletcher, and then Fletcher really jumping really well there to get us that 1-0 lead. A looping header straight over the keeper, which instantly impacts considering that loss in the previous game. So we've kind of bounced back from that, especially with Fletcher with beautiful header right there. And that is all that really happened in the first half. So we are currently leading at the break, which is really good, better than it was last game. And then in the 56th minute we have another opportunity. Wickham just putting it to the keeper. Keeper does really well to turn it around. Then from the resulting corner, it's another one of them headers again. Pretty much 2 of the same goal, just from a different halves. This time Santos though is the goal scorer. It's not very often that he gets on the score sheet, but he does really well with that header though. So either way, it's put us 2-0 up, which is really good. Decent improvement on the last game. And in the 61st minute, someone who else doesn't really score that often, Carmel gets himself a goal. He doesn't really score in real life that much, and he doesn't score in my game very much, so when it's a goal, that's when you know it really matters. So yeah, brilliant strength to hold off the defenders, and then just a nice side-footed finish underneath the goalkeeper to give us that 1-0 lead, that 3-0 lead. I'm off in my own world. The 63rd minute though, West Ham have an opportunity of their own. Carroll into Poyet. Then Poyet has an opportunity, but I don't know whether that's a cross or a shot. But either way, it did miss everyone. And then in the 75th minute, Fletcher gets his brace with a beautiful fake shot to cut into the middle of the box, and then just releasing it with a finesse shot from his left foot. Really good finish. Wickham does really well to pass it into Fletcher, and then just a simple fake shot and just finessing it round the goalkeeper. And in the 87th minute, something bad happens to West Ham. As you see there, really horrible challenge, and it does result in Mark Noble getting himself a straight red card, which is something you really don't see very often, but really unlucky. Could have probably done a lot of damage to Wickham there, but luckily enough it's just a game, and we do win that game very comfortably at 4-0 there with the shots 1-8, 0-7. We completely dominated them. They had more possession, but I did have a contract offer from Slovenia, which I do reject. And he is saying that Sebastian Coates is returning from injury, so he will be available for selection. And then going into our final game against Newcastle, this is a must-win game, considering I did lose the Tyne derby in the earlier episodes. of this manager mode playthrough, and it was Newcastle to strike first, but not with the goal though, just a simple shot. Then the 9th minute, Johnson whips the ball into Fletcher, leaving, I want to say that's Elliott, with absolutely no chance of getting that, really in the corner of the goal to give us that 1-0 lead. Really, really happy considering we did lose the previous time and we had Derby, so we really need to win this one to get a little bit more pride back. But yeah, header, goalkeeper had absolutely no chance of getting that. 17th minute, we have another opportunity with Larson from the free kick. Really, really unlucky just to miss the target right there. And then in the 34th minute, Newcastle United do get themselves a penalty, which could have been classed as probably a soft one, considering I want to say that Cisse kind of just pummeled into him while Pantilimon tried to get the ball, and it does result in Pantilimon getting sent off, which means we are going to have to deal with him without Toyota, without him for a game. So back to Manone in goal. Probably is not the best in form at the moment, especially in real life and in game, but Newcastle do step up to take the penalty. De Jong and makes absolutely no mistake, striking it straight down the middle of the goal to give them the equaliser just before half time. So either way, I think that was probably a soft penalty, but either way, it's put them level. So as you see, he just steps up, just a simple blast finish straight down the middle. Keeper has no chance. And that is how the half would end though. Currently 1-1. Probably should have been doing a lot better. Unfortunately about Pantilimon getting himself sent off. But in the 52nd minute, Wickham with a bit of pace, and then finding the finesse shot round Elliott into the bottom right hand corner of the goal to restore our lead. Really, really thankful for that. As you can see, the fans gone absolutely mental. As you see, just a burst of pace, then a nice little stop to get his composure, and then just a simple side foot finish round the keeper to give us that 2-1 lead. And then in the 85th minute, Cabella into Cisse, then Cisse passed it back to Cabella. Cabella could equalise everything here, and he does. In the 85th minute, really, really disappointing after I thought I was going to hang on to that lead all the way through the game. And then they just come in at the 85th minute and then just wipe away all of the fame. But yeah, so Cabella, really good finish from the on-Russian Manone. Really, really good finish. And that is how the game would end though. It's a 2-2 draw. Probably is a fair score, especially with Pantilimon getting himself sent off. And there were the shots. I had 5, they had 4, I had 4, they had 3. So really, really fair. And I also had a manager offer from the Czech Republic, which I do decline. And the match has been rescheduled for the Stoke game. And also Pantilimon has picked up a suspension for a 1-match ban. And also Jack Rodwell would like to be in the team for the next game as well. And Liam Brickhout wants to discuss wages. So I do bring up a new contract, 35,000 for 2 years and be an important first team player. That is going to be how the episode ends, guys. So here is the table. We're currently sitting 7th on 56 points. Really not much in the top 7 teams right now. But apart from that, Leicester, Burnley and Crystal Palace are all pretty much going to be going down. So yeah guys, that is the end of this episode. If you have enjoyed, please do hit the like button. And remember, this video will be in 60 FPS. So make sure you watch it in the masterful quality that it will be. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace!